Overwatch is a really simple game at first glance. Damage heroes have high damage to score eliminations, tanks provide protection for your team and deal high damage to score eliminations, and supports heal your team to keep them alive, while dealing damage to score eliminations. However, with a wide selection of heroes to choose from, each with their own set of abilities and playstyles, it can be difficult to learn what you are supposed to do as your respective hero. Or why is it you can kill half the enemy team on your own, only to see your team to rush in and contribute the lives to giving the remaining enemy's ultimate charge and the objective. And to make matters worse, the best playstyle for the lower ranks may no longer be the case as you climb the competitive ladder. For today's story, we follow one such example of a playstyle that can be rewarding and detrimental at the same time, why the phrase "no aim take main" exists, and how in the heat of the moment you can be oblivious to your teammates. Our story takes place in Blizzard World. We begin with the enemy Roadhog hooking our Genji but missing his follow-up. Our Reinhardt swinging his gloriously shiny trophy to scare away the hog while I temporarily fend off the Hanzo on our flank. During that time, the first elimination for both teams came through. Our Ashe challenged the enemy Mei in the Lost and Found only to be sent back to spawn. And our Genji climbed to the high ground to take out the enemy Ashe with her own coach gun. Taking advantage of his achievements, our Genji dashed into the enemy Ana, only to receive a sleep dart and be rudely awakened by Hanzo moments later. With the situation now a 5v4, Reinhardt and I chased the isolated Mei into the room with the Mega Health Pack in hopes of evening our odds. With my less than impressive aim and an anti-nade from our Ana, we were able to claim the Ice Devil's life, but not before Hanzo claimed our Widow's. Fortunately, our Ashe and Genji have rejoined the battle, only for Ashe to take an arrow to the head immediately. But Reinhardt and I wanted to at least get near the point, so we pushed forward, forcing the Bastion to reposition and taking a more advantaged position ourselves. Our Widowmaker seemed to be growing impatient as well as she valiantly jumped in front of her tanks before immediately regretting her decision. One failed Mei wall later, and all but myself was sent packing back into the spawn room. Our next fight didn't go much better. Our Widowmaker switched to McCree, we nanobladed, they blizzard, and then we were reacquainted with our spawn room. Fortunately, we had a few stagger eliminations near the end of the previous fight, and the enemy team wasted 3 of their ultimates, so we still had a chance. With Genji eliminating the Bastion, Reinhardt and I knew it was our time to shine. We pressed our advantage with Reinhardt shattering Hog and Ana as I used my own ultimates to lift them up into the air, and with that the point was ours. Our Ashe was unfortunate enough to get shot in the back by her doppelganger, but McCree and Genji chased after her to stagger both Bastion and Ashe. With his confidence boosted, McCree took to the high ground 20 seconds later to take shots at the enemy Hanzo, not realizing the Bastion had respawned with the same idea. Down a player, we backed off the cart and decided to wait for our McCree's return. Once he rejoined us, our Genji eliminated Mei and it was go time. Our Ashe sent Bob flying to the payload, taking the space needed to eliminate the Bastion. In an attempt to come back, Roadhog used his whole hog, only to be met with McCree's flashbang to cancel it out. The enemy Ana invested her nano boost onto Hog, and a Bob of their own came shortly thereafter. However, with a Deadeye at the ready, our McCree would take the lives of the cowgirl and the old lady before falling himself. We quickly finished off the Roadhog before chasing after Hanzo in hopes again another stagger elimination. Our plan would backfire as Hanzo would claim our only healer and the Ice Devil murdered our ninja. But the fight wasn't over yet. With the enemy Bastion dead, Reinhardt and I knew it was time to combine our ultimates once again. With our McCree falling again, we knew we had to make our move, as Ryan shattered Ana and Hog and I ulted soon after, which proved to be a mistake on my part. Naturally, when both tanks are dead and you only have one healer, you'd think one would be cautious when engaging or wait for the tanks and engage together, right? Well, McCree decided flanking is the only way to play McCree and ate a hook shotgun combo, putting us down a man again. Fortunately, the rest of the team had a plan and he wasn't needed for it. That plan being Ana and Genji would both press Q and we would win. Hopefully. With the sleep dart resulting in the elimination of Bastion, our ninja dashed in the air to put our plans into action. While he would only be able to claim 2 eliminations, the space gained allowed Ryan and I to claim the cart. Unluckily for Ana, we had forgotten about the enemy Hanzo, as he dropped behind her to take out our lifeline. I would get Grandma's revenge with more of my less than impressive aim, and after a little game of ring around the payload, I would fall prey to the Ice Demon and we would need to reset. This next fight, it was my turn to have bad positioning, resulting in the Roadhog hooking me but my Ana putting him to sleep to save my life. Seeing the damage the hog did to me, Mei came to freeze me from above in hopes of finishing me off, but my Ana would save me again with excellent healing. Unfortunately, our Reinhardt was oblivious to what was going on behind him, as he had gone to the objective and was eliminated because our Ana couldn't heal him. To make up for being a man down, our Ashe sent in Bob to be our replacement tank until our Reinhardt had returned. Not wanting to wait, I popped my ultimate ready to deal the pain. With the Mei Blizzard coming in behind us, I used my Gravitic Flux in hopes of catching her to no avail. But what's this? They C9'd the point. Well, I'll take it. Even though we proceeded to get completely wrecked afterwards, we now have a respawn advantage I'm glad to take. While Reinhardt was the first to use our new spawn, he came to fall prey to a solo ult from the enemy hog, as if trying to imply they C9'd on purpose so they could abuse us some more. As the rest of us left spawn, I noticed our McCree had high noon and was flanking again. Not wanting a repeat performance, I followed to assist him to ensure that his feeding tendencies did not go to waste. With the enemy's backs towards us, our McCree popped his high noon that I covered with a barrier, providing the momentary protection needed for 3 of the enemy squishies to take a bullet to the head. While our Genji went back to remove the payload, our McCree and Reinhardt charged to feed the Roadhog once more, and my impeccable aim skills reared their head once again. Now, while I would like to say that we capitalized on a huge shatter that our Reinhardt did and won the game, that sadly did not happen, as the rest of the match primarily consisted of us getting destroyed by the enemy team's Big Meaty Boy, the Ice Demon, and Overwatch's point-and-click adventure, but it was an enjoyable match nonetheless. The end. I hope you enjoyed the story. No disrespect to any of the players in today's story, as it was all in good fun. I was inspired to attempt making this video by Cliff Terios. I think that's how it's pronounced. He makes excellent Overwatch stories, and having now done one myself, I've come to appreciate how much effort must go into making his videos. If you like this video or have an idea that could make for an improvement, let me know in the comments down below. I'd really appreciate the feedback. And of course, thanks for watching.